Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to start collecting Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry, and today we're going to take a look at the Iron Golems, one of the many different Chaos Warbands to have a Warcry warband. Now, in this video, we're going to talk through all the contents of the Iron Golems box set that comes for Warcry. We'll take a look at what all these units do on the tabletop. We'll then take a look at some other units we can use to bring in and expand upon this initial box set. And then finally, finish off the video with a little sample warband for you to use as some inspiration for creating your own warband for Warcry. So with that all said, what do we get in this box set? And the first thing we get is the Dominar. This is our leader option for the box set, and the Dominar is pretty solid for a leader. 4 on his toughness, 20 wounds, and then 3 attacks at strength 5 to 5 on the damage. We've also got a couple of cool rune marks. First of all, we are going to be able to use the lead with strength double, so a fighter can use this ability only if an enemy fighter has been taken down by an attack made by them. This activation, the fighter then makes a bonus move or a bonus attack action, which is pretty cool. On top of that, Spine Crushing Blow is another one we have access to with this model, where we add the value of this ability to the strength characteristic of the next attack action made with a range of 3 or less for a double. Pretty solid stuff. Now, the next thing we get in the warband is the big guy himself, the Ogre Breacher. 30 wounds, toughness 5, 2 attacks at strength 6, 4-8 on the damage. This guy absolutely packs a punch. It's also got the Living Battering Ram ability for a triple, where until the end of this fighter's activation, the next time this fighter finishes a move action within 1 inch of an enemy fighter, you pick a visible enemy fighter within an inch again of this fighter and allocate a number of damage points equal to the value of this ability. So really good if you can get a high triple on him. Absolutely amazing. We then have the Drill Master available to us, and this is another one of the really cool models. This is the one with the giant whip and the chain maul you can see there. Now this has its own ability you can use as well for a quad called Whirlwind of Death, where you allocate a number of damage points to all visible enemy fighters within 3 inches of the model. On top of that, you've got 2 different weapon profiles you can use. You've got your nice 3-inch range weapon for 4 attack, strength 4 and 1-2 on the damage, or getting close for a 1-inch range 4 attack, strength 4, 2-4 on the damage instead. Toughness 4 and 15 wounds as well. Now, we've then got an option in this box set, which is a little bit strange for Warcry box sets. We don't actually get both models in the initial box set. You can choose to have the Signifier pictured here, which is a really cool model. Toughness 4, 15 wounds, 3 attacks at strength 4, 2-4 on the damage. But also it has the Stand Defiant rule, where we add 1 to the toughness of all friendly fighters within 6 inches of it for a triple. But you can also choose to build that model as well as the Prefector, which has the Spine Crushing Blow ability, same as the Dominar. Next up, we get the Chaos Dwarf, which is the Armator, a slightly different version of our Iron Legionnaires. The Armator here has 12 wounds, toughness 4, 4 attacks, strength 4, 1-4 on the damage. Meanwhile, we have a few different variations of Iron Legionaries. I really like the shields. That toughness 5 they get with the shields I think is really nice. Strength 3, 1-3 on the damage with 2 attacks, so not quite as potent offensively as the Armator, but I think that toughness 5 is really nice. You then have the 2 hand weapons which pack out an extra attack, or you can choose to go with the chain whip, which will have a 3-inch range and 3 attacks, but only 1-2 on the damage. And so, where to look for some additional models for your Iron Golems warband? First of all, grabbing another box or even 2 of the Iron Golems I think is a really interesting look to grab. You can definitely actually go buy the full-size box set for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which will contain a double warband. This is going to give you plenty of different options to play within just using Iron Golems models, because they are one of the warbands that actually does have a nice variety. You could, with an extra couple of boxes, or indeed the double box that you get with the Warhammer Age of Sigmar version, have, you know, full armators as your little troops in the army. You could get double Drill Masters, you can get double Ogre Breaches, or even triple Ogre Breaches in your force like that. I think there's a ton to have with grabbing some extra Iron Golems box set. That being said, when I start looking at other units to bring in, especially for allies, I start thinking about faster moving troops. This is really the Iron Golem's only weakness, as I find they have plenty of damage dealers and they do have a really good defense for the army. Now, the first one to take a look at is the Skullmaster Herald of Khorne, the Bloodmaster. And this model here has the cool ability to be a nice mounted model. You can pack out a decent amount of attacks out of this. It's got its Juggernaut underneath. Just a nice, solid, heavy cavalry model, much like the Mighty Lord on Khorne as well, who is also on a Juggernaut. He has 38 wounds, toughness 6, 4 attacks at strength 4, 2-5 on the damage. He's not overly offensively good, but that wounds and that defense there is just absolutely insane. Lastly, Vanguard are another nice model to bring in. 10-inch movement on them is really nice. Toughness 6, 35 wounds there. 4 attacks at strength 4, 3-5 on the damage. They can pack out some heat as well. I find any of these would be a great addition. They all are rather expensive, all around that 200 to 300 point range for your models. They're just great little addition, but I really think you've got enough in the Iron Golems already to start with your Warband. And so here we have our sample Warband. Now, we haven't got any allies, no extra heroes in this, we're just using Iron Golems. Like I said, I think the Iron Golems really do have enough to stand on their own with our allies, unlike some of the other Warbands for Warcry. You've got your Dominator in there as your leader, a really solid leader for the Force. You then got a Drill Master, Ogre Breacher, Prefector and Signifier all in there. I think the Signifier is really nice. The Prefector and the Ogre Breacher there are going to give you some really nice hitters along with your Dominar. And the Drill Master is going to be able to clear out hordes. For your Iron Legionaries, I always take the shields. I think they are by far the best options for your models. They're just going to keep you in the fight longer. Toughness 5 on your baseline, you know, little grubs on the field, I think is incredibly good. Now, Perfect 1000 Renown, 125 wounds is right in that sort of average range, which is really nice. There's definitely some ways you could change this up. If you don't want the Prefector in there, I think you could definitely go with like something like another Ogre Breacher, potentially dropping out that Prefector and an Iron Legionary. I think the Signifier and the Drill Master are really important to the Force. I think you have a lot of high value hits, but you don't have generally a lot of decent fighters in your Force. So having something like the Drill Master that can do a lot of splash damage is really important. And then, like I said, your Iron Legionaries, toughness 5 on your baseline grubs that are going to be grabbing your objectives, I think is really solid. If you've been playing Warcry and you've played with your Iron Golems, let us know how you've been going, what you would do, what your favourite build of your Iron Golems is down in the comments below. That's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, drop us a comment down below in the comment section and let us know what you enjoyed about the video and what you'd like to see more of on the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here we have at Sinful Gaming, you can do so on our Discord server, which is linked in the video's description. Also linked in the video's description is our Patreon and YouTube members where you can go to help support the channel and allow us to keep doing what we're doing. As a special thank you to our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, Kenny Lauer, Outer Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek and Giappy390, and to our YouTube members, Greenroots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain. And lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now, everyone.